edit like a music video to that.
Fuck you.
That's what I ended on. That was perfect. We are still live on Facebook. We're going to end local recording. Hopefully it works better last week. Sorry, Sean.
Sorry, I didn't even see John Wick 2 was on there.
No, that's fine.
John Wick 2?
I haven't seen it.
John Wick 2 is good, but I feel like if you're even remotely interested, you've already seen it, you know it's good. It's a thing. It's good. Yeah, it's great.
I like the first one. I want to see the second one.
I'm gonna see it.
I don't,
This one's better.
I don't feel this like
Better.
There was this aura of hype around. I saw it and it was like cool for a movie that stuntmen made.
Yeah.
It was like
Budget
that was
was
really
40 million.
yeah. It was like
They're gonna make a third one.
cool.
3 times.
But when they were announcing the second one, I was like, okay, fine. I wasn't like, fuck yeah. It was like, yeah, it was
When
cool.
I saw-
I'd like to see it.
Yeah.
When I saw the first John Wick, it made me go like, oh, this is a movie I should recommend to my dad. My dad like doesn't know that this is out and would like really like to watch this.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, like, what the second one is. You say it's better than the first one?
Yeah, it's even they had twice the budget, so they blow up like the world of it even more. They go more into like the assassination like organization more. Yeah,
world of it.
and it's just a fun movie. But like John Wick 2, The Raid, Mad Max. I like that there's this like resurgence of pure action films.
Okay.
Like you know, like the antithesis are like the Marvel films, where it's all like CGI special effects and things like this.
Yeah.
With John Wick, it's like stuntmen doing all this crazy
Yes.
choreography,
Yeah,
long
I
takes
love
of them
long
doing
takes, and they keep it on
It's
a fucking
awesome.
tripod.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's all tracking
That's
shots.
That was
Yeah.
something. That was a big like epiphany I had. Watching. I'd never seen it until a couple of years ago. Total Recall.
Yeah.
The first Total Recall. And what blew me away about it was the shit Arnold would do while it was just on a tripod.
Yeah.
And it was like. It was right at the tail end of all these like action movies.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh man, they just leave the camera there. And
Yeah,
all this
Overhoven's
stuff.
great. Yeah.
And so I appreciate that.
But like,
yeah, definitely.
I'm happy John Wick 2, like, it opened against 40 Shades of Grey or whatever, the new one, Lego Batman.
50 Shades Darker.
So people
Yeah, you fucking idiot.
people weren't expecting it to make a lot of
Exactly
money.
like
It did
the
really well. They're gonna make a third one, and like, yeah, I don't know. I just want more pure action movies.
I heard the
movies are meant
Great
to be
Wall
fun.
fucking bombed.
Oh,
Which
wow.
Yeah.
What a surprise.
Hey, it made a shitload of money in China.
Of course
That was
it
the
did.
audience it was
I
made
knew
for,
it.
so it's a success.
Like,
They like that.
Well, hold
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
If Chinese
100%
people
Yeah.
love Great Wall,
Yeah.
what is the controversy then?
Yeah, there is none.
Yeah, they love Matt Damon
make-
and they love the Great
make their
Wall.
money. That's all they care
I'm gonna
about.
see how much made worldwide. I'm curious.
Citizens of China like the film.
Did anyone die in the making of John Wick 2?
No, that was
Nah,
Resident
you know.
Evil
Well, yeah.
and Martin
Can I just
Scorsese.
say-
That's what I was gonna say.
That's
Not
like
as
the
good
movie
as
sucks.
Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Wizard's Apprentice with Nicolas Cage. Someone died in that too.
I still can't believe that two people. Oh no, someone died and someone got their arm cut off.
Yeah,
in
and Resident Evil Resurrection, whatever the final chapter, whatever.
You know what? Real quick.
Yeah.
It seems like people only die on the sets of shitty movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which makes me want to say it's a curse if somebody dies on the set of your movie, but then like, oh, your movie's not gonna do good. That guy fucking lost his life. So who's cursed?
Yeah.
But it's just so sad. You've never heard of somebody dying on a worthwhile film where like maybe the person like, oh, this guy loved Lord of the Rings so much, he died on Return of the King. It won Best Picture that year, so he kind of, that's the way to go. No, it's always like, yeah, a guy got his head chopped off for the Twilight
like,
Zone movie.
That's always
like
what I
nobody
hear.
watched it.
Leads will die in like Dark Knight, you know, like that's the one. But like, it's always stunt people dying in shit films.
Well, Heath Ledger died
Yeah.
Because they're not
off
being
the
fair.
set.
That's
I'm
true.
talking about
Okay,
somebody
yeah,
like somebody went to work
Yeah.
to work on a movie and died
on the set,
the
doing
job.
their job.
even
yeah.
like The Crow, like it's not a
Yeah.
great movie. It's cheese and it's what it is. Garrett's the dismissment of Goth. What's your answer? What do you
like
think of
The
The Crow?
Oh, I have a framed poster of Brandon
Yeah.
Lee on
The
my
Crow's great.
fireplace. Yeah, I love the Crow.
2, City of
And
Angels.
that's
You can appre-
that's
it's okay
really
to
the only
appreciate,
one.
yeah.
You know, I always, as a kid, would hear about the dude with his head in the helicopter scene in the Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Like a guy and kid.
It was a guy and a girl, I think. And then Brandon Lee in The Crow got
With
shot
a blank, yeah.
with a blank, and
Yeah.
something came out of the barrel and actually hit him.
Yeah.
And that's really the only lead I can think of dying in the line of duty.
Hey,
you know,
how would you
everyone
feel
else is a
if
stuntman.
they remade The Crow?
They've done like they keep doing sequels.
The second one is not
Yeah, they
that
did.
bad. I like City of Angels. But there was some really shitty straight to DVD
Edward
third and fourth
Furlong from
ones.
Terminator 2 was the
Yeah.
Crow in like a DVD reboot.
It's those
yeah.
are really really bad. I don't know. They remake everything at this point.
I'll
so
be the fucking Crow at that point.
remakes don't bug me the way they used to. I just don't see them. I just
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
I
No,
don't
that's
go
how I
see
am.
Evil
That's
Dead
how I am,
remake.
too.
I don't care. I don't.
I think
there's
The
like,
Crow is the type of movie that's primed for a remake because I enjoyed it, but I can't watch the original now.
You
It
can't?
hasn't aged well.
I think-
It's a comic book movie before
Yeah.
I think people knew what comic book
Yeah.
movies looked like.
Yeah.
So it has an
Yeah.
interesting style to it that makes it kind of cheesy, but I really like that movie.
I mean, the guy who made that also made Dark City, which is a fucking
Yeah.
awesome sci-fi
Fuck
film.
yeah.
So like, there's a lot of artistic. There's some cool shit in it.
Soundtrack
this
is
is a little
what
hokey.
shines. The
That
soundtrack in that
director
movie
made something
shines
real
above
recently,
everything
I
else.
feel like.
Alexander Proyas.
I was watching
Yeah.
something and then I went through the credits and I was like, oh, this is the guy who made Dark City, but I can't remember what. Oh well. Oh well.
Oh.
Hey, I was gonna bring up. This has nothing to do with movies. Sorry, but maybe a little, I guess. This week, this is important that we bring it up. Frank was on here, I think, the last time we discussed this on here. But this weekend has been Toy Fair in New York.
Oh yeah.
Where they show all the new toys, all the new figures. Sir Steve was on the scene.
Okay, great.
Sir Steve was
Sir
there.
Sir Steve lives.
Everyone
Sir
go.
Steve lives.
Sir
I gotta
Steve
check his
lives.
Twitter.
So everyone go to sirstevesguide.com. That'll wait. Website's down now.
Sir Steve.
Last time we did that, the site was off.
Guys,
so we'll
he's
see.
gonna have to
Let's
pay for that
see if
bandwidth.
it survives. But he did go and see. They're making a they're making a really nice looking Lando.
The chat reminded me it was Gods of Egypt. The guy
Oh.
who made The Crow
He
also
made-
made Gods of
Oh,
Egypt.
I
Did
didn't
he?
realize
Or
that.
if he made Dark
shit.
City, if it's the same guy who made The Crow made Dark
No
City,
kidding.
then he also
Wow.
made
Yeah.
Gods
I
of
didn't
Egypt.
know that.
Wow.
Well, anyway, yeah.
The
there you
best
have it.
worst movie ever made.
No Gods of Egypt at Toy Fair this year, but so that Sir Steve was there. They're making a really neat Qui-Gon.
Ooh.
Anyway, so look up Sir Steve's coverage. The most random thing they had this year. This got a kick out of me. So NECA had a booth there. They're
Yeah.
always showing stuff. They got Alien. They got Predator. I don't know how much more you could do with the fucking Predator. There's
Yeah, enough
Predator
of that
and
license.
Arnold. Yeah. What else do you
That's it.
need?
Keep making Arnold figures.
But they've been showing they're doing these really nice quarter
It is
scale
done.
like
You know what'd be
things.
brilliant?
It actually is
Sir
down.
Steve's
Hey, hypothetical
Whoops.
question. I just want to stop you right here.
Yeah.
If the box was fucking cool, like metal box,
Mhm.
and there was only a certain amount made, but the product is an action figure with a stand, but no figure there. But there's it's like comes in a metal box, and it's marketed as the Predator in camouflage. would you buy that?
I feel like they did that.
Not like plastic, see-through plastic.
No, no,
It
no,
is
I know.
empty.
I
There's
would display-
nothing in there.
Oh, to display it that way, yeah. I think
If
that'd
it
be
was
hilarious.
reduced, it would have to be a reduced price
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they'd have
'Cause-
to compensate
because
for
they
it.
got to compensate you there. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
I
a
think
funny
that's
idea.
clever.
Like really nice packaging, clearly a window to
Like
nothing.
footprints
Yeah.
where he's standing
Like
in the
there's
mud, but
there,
not
with
there.
alien predator
Someone
footprints.
did a joke. Maybe it was a joke. Yeah, they did. They did when the Lost figures were coming out. They did Smoke Monster. It was just a wad of cotton in a thing.
Oh, no.
Something like that. I don't
Yeah,
know, but yeah, no. I thought no. I think that's a great idea.
So you get that.
If it was cool and displayable and not very expensive.
I know
All right.
Figma showed off a Homo Ludens, that's Kojima's
Yes.
mascot.
Kojima's
Which-
mascot.
Tell me how you feel about this. And I felt the same way when they were selling all the
Mm-hmm.
brand new Kojima Productions merchandise, t-shirts and totes and mugs and shit. You haven't proven yourself yet.
It's no game yet. Yeah.
It's
That's how I
Kojima.
feel.
I
Yeah.
get it. Like I'm all in on whatever you're making.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Play your game.
it's hard for me to buy like a $60
I
action
completely
figure
agree.
of
Yeah.
the mascot of a company who's yet to produce a
Yeah.
game.
That,
Yeah.
that to me is crazy. Like a $60 toy or whatever.
It's crazy.
But like a T-shirt, I can get behind something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe
Because it's
a
Kojima.
t-shirt.
Yeah, it's Kojima.
Yeah, okay.
You know what he does.
They should
Yeah.
have just sold
But I see
Kojima
what you're-
figures.
I still
You're
get what
funding.
saying.
He's funding the next
Yeah.
project, and that's cool too.
Yeah.
But,
Buy a Death Stranding album based on the trailer.
well, hey,
They've never shown nothing
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
I bought that album, Kevin. And I
did
like
I.
the music though.
Yeah, so
I
that's
know
why
what
I
that.
got it.
I know
like
what that
the
song
songs,
is.
Yeah.
Did you get yours? The Low Roar single.
Yeah, I got it.
Mondo still hasn't fucking shipped my stuff yet.
I got mine the second it went up. I don't know.
Conspiracy.
Maybe I was quicker.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I got yours.
Dude, I don't think you're getting that.
Yeah.
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 I think
I'm
I
waiting-
got your copy.
I'm waiting 4 weeks on an order from them, and like
Oh.
I'm gonna email their customer service at this point.
Oh,
Mondo
I think
Mondo
Jason
Mail.
was in the same boat.
It's weird.
But anyway, So this the most what I was gonna say at Toy Fair.
Yeah.
This I don't think it gets more random than this. So they showed, we're gonna show some new Rocky stuff.
Oh hell yeah!
Because they made figures for Rocky. Okay,
Yeah.
well they made Rocky and they made all the people he boxed against.
Can I make a guess?
So what else?
Can I make a guess?
Adrian.
I want to guess.
Is it that fucking robot that's in?
That's everyone. Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
talking in the conversation. They go,
chicken.
they're gonna do the robot.
Robot.
No, and that made me go, well, that's a missed opportunity because everyone's asking about that fucking
Yeah.
robot.
Yeah,
No,
I mean, I would
Is
have bought
it
that. It's fucking
even
stupid.
more random.
Is it his dog Buttkiss?
Even more random. They showed, all right, here it is, and they unveiled it, and it's like this.
Polly.
It's this like rubbery puppet looking big head Rocky. It looks like, I'm like, what is this, claymation?
Oh,
Do people have those in the
and
stand?
then it hit
Lipton
me.
Brisk Iced Tea,
The
Rocky.
fucking
Oh my
Brisk-
God.
Look,
Brisk, baby. That's Brisk, baby.
is that random or what?
Oh, that's gross.
Dude, that is
Ew.
that is
So they people were like,
That's
where
like,
and
how
why?
old was that commercial?
2000?
15
15 years ago.
Celebrity
Most people
death
don't know
battle.
I remember.
talking
Yeah,
about.
Exactly.
they used to
And
air like
so
after The Simpsons. on
People
Fox.
asked like, where did this come from? And he said, Stallone sold a bunch of his shit, and we saw that was on the lot.
Wow.
And we contacted him directly. We were like, "Hey, we're a toy maker. Can we get that? And you'll get a cut." And so, well, hey, I didn't. I mean, hey, I never thought of making a toy out of this. Yeah, sure. And they said Stallone personally gave
That's
us the
cool.
mold,
You keep
and
going
we're
with that impression?
hey, I don't know about selling toys, but I'm not too bad.
It's a
Look
knockout.
at that.
Hey,
That's
you know,
terrible.
you make it.
That's
Oh, dude, I think that's great. I'm fucking.
he
They're
comes
gonna
with
be-
the Polly
yeah.
behind him.
yeah, you know.
Dude,
What was the
Make the robot.
Yeah.
Stop drinking. Did you
That's
drink
what
the
I'm
soda?
That's what I'm saying.
The robot from which one?
Rocky 4?
Yeah.
I'm trying
to look over here.
Give me
something
to drink.
So fucking lame. Everyone always said, "Oh, Rocky 4 is the best. It's the best."
No,
and the movie
it's not.
starts, and then that fucking robot shows up, and it's like, okay, fuck this movie.
I think Rocky 4 is fucking
Hey,
great.
the movie
4 is
after the
not
fucking
good.
robot is a lot better than that robot part.
Apollo Creed coming down to James Brown singing "Living in America" and fireworks are going off, and Ivan Drago standing in the ring and then beats
And then
him to death.
Kills him. Yeah.
Fucking perfect.
I saw all those for the first time in a row not that long ago.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And I loved the first one.
One's incredible.
And the other ones, I was like, all right, okay. And then I like the last one. I like Rocky
Creed.
Balboa.
Balboa was good. I liked it.
What
Yeah.
the hell?
What's
My-
that?
This is Crank Yankers. What the fuck is this?
Ogres versus
From
Evil
Evil
Dead.
Dead.
Does this happen in the show or something?
Don't know.
I'm not there yet, and I'm in season 2.
Spoiler.
I know NECA showed some new Evil Dead 2 stuff that you were showing me.
That's a box set. They're
Oh,
doing
you get
it's an anniversary.
the
box set.
Deadite with Ash,
Yeah.
and it's got the deer head on
Yeah.
the wall and a bunch of
I
shit.
think
That's
it has
cool.
a little diorama. Too.
That's
Oh,
cool.
wow. In
Okay.
the house.
Because I was looking at that when you texted it to me,
Oh, yeah,
and,
that's it.
and I started thinking okay, I already have 3 figures of that Ash.
Yeah.
It's just this one's got some different facial
Yeah.
expressions, but that's cool if it's a box set.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
already have the movies.
But anyway, there you go. The brisk thing blew my mind,
That
and it's
is
funny
weird.
because I looked that commercial up on YouTube, and the person who uploaded it, it's some random,
Yeah.
had a comment. Why am I getting all these hits today? There you go. It was
Oh,
announced
that's
that-
cool.
That
Toy
is
Fair.
really cool.
Wow, they did a
Diorama
really nice
there.
job on that. They're always doing cool Friday the 13th shit.
Yeah.
What's below the? Oh, it's just a bunch of thumbnails.
Yeah, that's where I was getting all these images.
Yeah.
It was all on purpose.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Cool.
There's your Toy Fair update. Now, my coverage is okay, but you got it.
SirSteve'sGuide.com.
Go to
When you can.
I just
SirSteve'sGuide.com.
needs down. Fuck.
Oh,
Oh man.
Hey,
Oh, man.
Damn it.
just a side note too. We were talking about Kojima, and we were also talking about that PS4 exclusive that can't think of it right
Horizon?
now. Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The next game, the Death Stranding, uses that game engine.
Yeah. It's
Same
like,
engine.
So
yeah. Great,
really?
great engine.
If you're like, this game looks so cool, but I don't have time to play it, maybe I think I'm gonna wait until
Yeah.
Death Stranding's gonna use that
When does that
engine.
come
That
out?
game will look as
Oh,
good
yeah.
as that
No
does.
Is it
idea.
So.
on Fox or
But
is it a different?
It's a new.
No,
it's
it's
whatever.
that
Horizon
Kreitz-
So
Guerrilla Games or
at
something?
PlayStation Experience,
Yeah.
they announced on stage, they brought out people from the developer of Horizon, and they said Kojima. Yeah, the guy actually said, Mark Cerny, who's a big shot at Sony,
Sony's tech
actually
person,
said
yeah.
on stage, Hideo had to leave the engine he previously created at his former employers, And man, boos from the crowd. That was
that's great.
But anyway, yeah, they said they teamed up with this Guerrilla Games.
Guerrilla Games, yeah.
Is a where are they? They're in like
Canada?
Amsterdam.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's where they're based out of. And
Nice.
yeah, I think
Sean
someone
watched
in
an old woman smoke in front of his house.
yeah.
Amsterdam, fuck yeah.
Nice. Red light district.
So they
That's my street now.
Yeah, so they teamed up with them to create to kind of together make an engine, and so their Guerrilla is using it for Horizon, and Kojima will use it for
Death Stranding.
But that's why, man, they played that trailer on such a big screen there,
Yeah.
and they were like, "That's all running on a PS4 Pro. Like that's a PS4. Like just play
Damn.
it."
Yeah.
You like the whole time you're watching it, you're like, "Well, this is not gameplay," and they're like,
Wow.
"That's all real time."
I don't feel the need for a Pro.
I do now that they announced boost mode. Like, and it
What does that do?
So boost when they first announced PS4, they were like, developers will have the option to create a patch that allows these older games to be boosted up to PS4K or higher resolution, whatever.
Huh.
Few developers are doing that.
Yeah.
And so finally Sony's like, fuck it, and they added boost mode, which will just automatically overclock your old games if you have the PS4K.
Oh.
So people are saying like older games are running at better frame rates and just performing better. So like, yeah, you plug in any old PS4 game and
I
it'll
think
work a little bit better.
after having it for a while, the PS4 Pro I think is cool if you're playing all the new shit, lots of shit.
Yeah.
Like
If you're a pro gamer.
not
Yeah, like,
got the
yeah.
pro
honestly,
control.
Yeah, I'm a pro.
that's
I'm a
not
pro.
me.
like honestly,
It's
like
not
if
me.
you're not going to, it doesn't matter. It's like I played Last Guardian and people were telling me, "Oh, the frame rate is so bad. Oh, it's not." It was fine
Yeah.
for me, and then I found
played
out,
it this
oh,
weekend.
well, on the Pro it was smoother. It's like, okay, well, I played that day one when it came
Yeah.
out, and I had a good experience. If you're not doing that shit, if you're a little more casual with it, you don't fucking.
Also, like I'm not investing in a TV upgrade,
you're not doing 4K right now
a
or
home
any of that.
theater, like you know,
yeah.
like I'm not getting new shit right now. So
Yeah.
it wouldn't push the capabilities and like
And they'll get cheaper and cheaper.
this weekend I was playing Last Guardian. That game's still visually blowing me away
Yeah.
on my launch PS4
exactly.
with my 1080p television. So
yeah.
you know, I beat Resident Evil in VR,
Right.
and
It
that
didn't
was
matter.
Yeah, exactly.
I felt no hiccups.
I don't think there is anything to go like, oh, you got to fucking,
Yeah, it's not
upgrade.
necessary.
I don't think I would
like,
notice.
I like having one. It's kind of cool checking out what's different, but
Honestly,
So,
I
you know,
think I
that's
would
it.
buy it. I would set it up, and I would not be able to tell the difference, and I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
I'd go like,
you know, I get real anal about like really minute, stupid presentation things. I
Yeah.
get fucking anal about it, and so like with Last Guardian, it meant a lot to me that okay, the version I'm playing is smooth throughout the whole thing because that team's games are fucking like my favorite
Artwork.
thing. You know, and so
Yeah.
I was happy with that. You know, there's lots of things I'm happy about, but when people ask me like, should I go get one right now? No. There's a new Nintendo console coming out. There's a new, a ton of shit.
That's
go,
the thing,
go,
yeah.
go get
Well,
other
There
stuff.
will be a new Sony machine in like 2-3 years.
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah. Just
like,
whatever.
I
If
feel
you
like
have- if
these-
you,
these pros and like the Scorpio and all this shit is like this stepping stone because we're not getting a new console.
Yeah.
Let's just breathe a little more life into the old one.
yeah.
But we'll see with I don't know what
Scorpio,
Microsoft
we don't know,
is
yeah.
really hyping up the Scorpio thing, and I'm hearing lots of rumors about like it's basically a next gen console that just emulates Xbox One and it's that much more powerful. But I'm just like I don't know, I'm still like wanting I'm still like wanting more out of my actual Xbox right now. Like
After how badly you were burned on Xbox One,
Yeah,
why would you
like-
buy into
That's the thing.
any?
They already
hardware?
put out the Xbox One S, and now they're promising the Scorpio
Yeah,
while
yeah, what?
canceling video games.
Why would you
yeah,
buy
and,
into the hype?
that's where I'm at.
They're
I'm
canceling
like,
video
man,
games?
scale
they
back.
canceled Scalebound?
You know,
Yeah.
I got a great deal on my Xbox One. I really didn't pay that much
Yeah.
for it, and I still, Wii U was cheap, and I'm
Yeah.
not going to say that was. I mean,
There's enough games on
A little
it.
disappointed in that console, sure, but I have a pretty good stack of games
Yeah.
that I had a great time with. Xbox, I mean, yeah, Scalebound was like my biggest anticipated one.
Yep.
Canceled. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I played Halo and Gears of War. It's like
it's turning
still
into like
waiting on
an
that.
emotionally abusive relationship where
Yeah,
they,
I
keep,
know.
they
Yeah.
keep promising to change, they keep promising to act different and
Yeah.
give you all these things you want. Actions speak
And-
louder than
And
words.
they fucked up. They fucked up too because they just said going forward, any Microsoft exclusive is also coming to PC. So there's no reason.
Yeah, they've
to,
eliminated.
there's no reason to invest in a Scorpio. Get a good gaming PC, you're set for life.
Right.
Or
Yeah,
10 years.
Yeah, you basically
Yeah.
buy it once and
Yeah.
you have it on both. Yeah, exactly.
Because even like, I've started doing that now. Like, I have an Xbox One, but I have a gaming PC, and so more recent Xbox games they run better on the PC.
Sure,
so
yeah.
like, I don't even use
Now,
my Xbox
some
anymore.
people I know, and like the guy that was in line with us at the Daft Punk thing, like him and all his friends prefer the Xbox structure.
Yeah.
And so they play all their games on there. So yeah, if you're playing all the third-party games too on that, because they usually come out on both.
Yeah.
Then okay, you're getting use out of your Xbox. But for me, I have a PS4. They're all on there, and so I
And all my
that-
friends
that's
play
ju-
on PS4.
Yeah, honestly, that's my default because when I turn that on, I have 500 friends online. I go on Xbox and there's 3, and that's the way it's shifted. So I go to there.
I have zero desire to get Xbox One. I have
me
yeah,
too. I'm right there
what's
with
on
you,
there
Sean.
for you,
I do not care at all.
All I
for that.
wanted was
Don't
Dead
care.
Rising,
Yeah.
the third one, and then this new one. But now it's like,
You know,
why bother?
I had a lot of fun, and I should say, I had a lot of fun with 4.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't. I'm not gonna die without that game.
It's just
either.
that's the one franchise where like I played the first 2,
Yeah.
and then they didn't put them out on the systems I had.
Yeah,
so.
it's just incredible
had
though
to stop
because
playing.
how Xbox had the world in their hands with that, and it's like, what are you guys doing?
Wait,
Like,
no one got Halo Wars 2 this week?
Is that this week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, Halo Wars 2.
So I'm promoting
Oh
it.
my
I had no idea.
Nintendo's dropping Zelda,
I had
Sony's
no
dropping
idea.
Zero Dawn,
Let me do
Xbox
it
is
here.
Halo Wars 2.
But it just makes me sad because Sony. I mean, you look at Sony's year last year, and I'm not even saying these games I'm mentioning are for everybody, whatever. But like Last Guardian affected me.
Yeah.
I haven't stopped thinking about that game since I beat it. Uncharted, we had a whole discussion on the story.
Yeah.
What Xbox game would we sit down and have a discussion on the shit that happened
Sunset
in it?
Overdrive.
I'm not. You know what I mean?
I like that game.
I'm not even saying like, Uncharted is the perfect game for everybody. No, but I'm just saying like,
There's a lot of
what does
variety
Xbox
in
even
its
have
exclusives.
that you're having those kind of talks about stuff?
And
It
again,
just
even like
makes me sad.
this month, there's a Yakuza, Neo, like PS4 is chugging out these great exclusives.
Dude.
And
Even Nintendo, it's always talk down on Nintendo. What's Nintendo doing? And there are some things that are questionable, but we're getting. I mean, Zelda is coming in a couple weeks. The last trailer they released was incredibly
That was cool.
provocative and interesting.
Yeah.
And we got a trailer for a Mario game that was almost on that level too. Of
That
like,
was good, yeah.
Whoa, I want to play that. And even how many Mario games have we had? But the trailer still got me.
Yeah.
I'm interested in this.
it's the Mario I
And
want.
So I don't know.
I like that
mean,
Nintendo's actually. I mean, we'll see what the Scorpio thing ends up being, but like Nintendo's putting out the new console that their new games won't play on their old console. I mean, with the exception of Zelda, that's how I'm playing it. But the Switch is a new system. It's like everyone else, they're doing PS4 Pro. Well, you can still play the games on a regular PS4.
Yeah.
The Xbox One S. Well, same thing there. And then even the 3DS, the new 3DS, was like a new version of the same thing.
Yeah.
Finally, the Switch is a new console.
Yeah,
So I got to give
it's a clean break.
even though maybe they didn't support the Wii U as much as they should have, but the sales weren't there, so they said, fuck it, we're going to Switch. And I saw they announced the goggles, so they got VR now too.
What?
The Switch, was that not real?
No, he's not.
I saw a peripheral online. I thought the Switch, and Nintendo officially announced that the Switch, you dock it, and you take it out of the dock, and you can slide the controllers on it. It was a headset that slid into,
slide that
into?
and then you could play in VR.
I don't think so.
No?
There's no-
They filed a patent for it.
Okay.
Oh, did they?
What you just described, they filed a patent for it, and they're quote, studying Switch VR support.
Yeah, I just thought that was interesting because usually, the previous generation had motion controller shit and camera shit that
You know what, though?
breathed new life into the
That's
new systems.
interesting though. Why couldn't they do that when you lock it into a thing? Because they did that. I mean, Samsung has VR, and
Yeah.
it's not
It
the
uses
best.
a cell phone.
It's not the best,
So you
but
just
it
get that
works.
180
Yeah,
degree.
you're still looking
Okay,
around.
that's not too bad.
That's interesting.
I thought that was
could be
cool.
a cheap solution. I mean, because honestly, I have PSVR. I really like it, but that was $400. I don't want to do that again for another console. But if they had, hey, here's a thing that's $30, and you just slide the
Because
thing
you,
into
you
it.
got the
that'd be kinda
Joy-Cons
cool.
in each hand,
Mhm.
and then that little screen just slides
And
up
those
into
have
it.
sensors on
Yeah,
it, so it can
motion control.
Yeah, you
could
can do a lot
spatially
more.
do
Yeah,
shit.
that would be really
All you do is they use lenses to focus your eyes to
Right.
the screen being that
Yeah.
close to you. So I mean, it's totally
Interesting.
doable.
That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
I mean,
Check out.
I'm not getting a Switch right out the
Yeah.
gate,
No.
but eventually, let's see, like when Splatoon 2 comes out. Check
That's
that out.
interesting. Yeah,
I'm curious because I'm going to play Zelda on the Wii U. How that'll look. I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Did
But-
they
I'm waiting for the
say
Switch.
something about the Nintendo Store for the Switch? Like, if you bought games in the past, you will have them now on the
No
Switch.
one has said anything.
They've kept quiet on
and
all that
that's
stuff.
really
wow.
frustrating.
Because
the
I
virtual
keep-
console
You're
stuff.
buying all that over
Yeah.
again.
As you could tell with my Donkey Kong story, I keep buying the same games over and over and over.
Well, it's
again.
also funny too because with their like supposed, you have to pay to play online now. They're doing an annual subscription fee,
Right.
and similar to PlayStation Plus and Xbox, there'll be free games every month, so you can download the free game. But after that month, you can't play it anymore.
That's
Oh,
weird.
that's
really?
Yeah. Yep.
That's weird.
Yeah. So it's like they're being real stingy with that stuff.
Yeah, in 2017 they have to make it that all those things are tied to your account
Yeah.
and that's it, because I am now 4 PlayStations in,
Yep.
and shit that I bought forever ago still shows up
Yep.
on stuff.
Yeah.
You know, oh, you bought Journey a system ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can download it on PS4 now.
Also, even with like
Cool.
the Vita stuff, like PS1 games you bought on PS3 work on
PS1
Vita.
games
Yeah.
that I bought,
Yeah.
I could download on Vita.
Yeah, that's cool.
I still
They had
play
that
those.
figured
I
out.
go
Yeah.
around. I played all the Final Fantasies from
Yeah.
PlayStation
Yeah.
on my Vita. So, for Nintendo to not have that at this point, there's no excuse. I mean, that's crazy.
stingy.
That
They
they
have to.
that
I
they
feel like they
that
cut
they're
it
making
out.
all their fans. Hey, you want Punch Out again? Like, fuck, guys, come on,
No, come on.
Yeah.
you know.
Yes.
You just gotta put another quarter and keep going.
Fuckers.
But yeah, anyway,
You want to take a Skype call?
yes, but it better be a good one.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Hey, Eric.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eric.
Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead, Rocco.
Like, check them out.
Yeah.
And make sure they're good.
Yeah.
Honestly
Call
though,
screen.
like
I'm gonna peek.
a real show would have a producer who would like
Screen
screen
calls.
the calls and the good ones.
But
get
I
through.
trust
Yeah.
Eric. He can.
Yeah,
He's
I
gonna.
have a lot of things to say in response to that.
Eric is gonna cut. Eric's done this long
He's
enough.
got, like, a
he'll
sixth
visually
sense.
look at it and he'll
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
He can like do a time thing and he can see.
make
he
do.
can see what-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Look,
when I
I
use
just-
Skype,
Eric,
it works.
we were
All I'm
seeing.
saying is there's a target to aim for.
Yeah.
So it's nice to know.
Already a fucking mess.
Yeah.
Nice to know
Eric
where
perceives
we're going.
past, present, future all as
Hang on,
one
hang on,
chunk in
hang
his
on.
head.
Is this not on Do Not Disturb? Why are we getting
It
fucking
is.
calls?
Hey, Eric, it is. So what'd you do?
I hate Skype.
What'd you click?
Eric,
Skype.
what did
Eric,
you
did
do?
you just
What?
hack Skype? Because it doesn't do that.
I hate Skype so
I don't know.
much.
Baba Booey could
I've
do it
never
for
seen
Howard
that
Stern.
I was watching. I think Howard Stern just sometimes gets bored and he decides, today I'm mad at
Yes.
Gary.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And that's fun.
Yeah, it's got
Well, whenever
good
something
show.
goes wrong on the show, he spends like an hour yelling at that person.
Yep.
But I also know that they're fixing the problem in that meantime, so it's kind of, it's fun.
That's the way it goes. All right, give me a second. I'm getting the Skype window added.
Yeah, you're hacking Skype. Is what
Why don't
you're
you
doing.
guys use Discord?
Use Discord!
Hey, don't you fucking
Eric,
love that?
Eric,
Don't you love that?
hey, Eric.
It's a bunch
I
of
wanna-
people who have no idea what the fuck they're talking about going, yeah, just use Discord.
Yeah, let's have 600 people
I would
talk
really,
to us at
Eric,
once.
I'd really like if you came on set and described why you don't use
Why
Discord.
don't you use AIM, Eric? Use iChat.
Yeah, use AIM.
I mean,
Use
I've told
Bonzi
him every
Buddy.
week to use Discord.
Bonzi
He's just not doing
Buddy.
it.
Hey, really? Everyone who suggests Discord, stop forever. It doesn't do what I want it to do.
Eric loves this topic.
This
by
is
the way.
it's insane. Skype lets people call you, you pick them up, everything's there in one window. Discord, well, yeah, you can just set up a room and then invite people into that room, and then once they're in the room, you can all have a call. That sounds like hell.
Yeah.
That sounds like fucking hell. Oh, well, then just set up a room for everyone to go into, and then set up a private room where you just take individual calls. Oh, hey, you know what? That sounds almost viable. Okay, cool.
The screening
Hey,
process.
is there video? No. All right, cool.
That's how, like,
Right on.
Yeah, but check it out.
use, like,
Eric,
Yeah.
use chat roulette.
Yeah, I was gonna say, take
Yeah.
some
You
chat
should-
roulette.
Yeah.
What you
Yeah, that'll
should
work
do
out
is
Gary, you should get on the couch.
you should use Discord to screen the people, and then the approved calls can call our Skype.
Okay, go ahead and try Skype. Go ahead and give it a shot. Let's see how it does.
Yeah, but
Cold in
think
here.
about it.
We're gonna talk to.
Yeah, it's got very cold.
We're gonna talk
Well, it's
to.
raining.
If this doesn't work,
is it raining?
I'll download ICQ.
Trevs.
I
We're gonna
see
talk to
you.
let's talk to Trev.
Trevs. Welcome.
What up, G?
Hey, what's going on?
Hello.
Hey.
What's
Hey,
happening,
Trevs.
Trevs?
Hey, I've just got a question. So, like, Resident Evil 4. Sorry, just let me turn my sound down.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, I'll
So,
give you a
it's
second.
not Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 7, right? The girls in it, not really good Resident Evil girls. Just want to know what your opinion is. How do they compare to the best Resident Evil girls?
Oh,
in your opinion?
why
easy
are
to
they
answer.
not-
Super.
Why
He's
are
not-
they
yeah.
not good Resident Evil girls,
It's true.
Trevs?
What-
In your opinion?
I have
I don't
opinions,
understand.
but
I don't know, because, like, well, you've got Mia and she kicks some ass, and
Yeah.
you got Zoe and she kicks some ass.
Yeah.
But other than that,
Does she?
I don't know.
Does
You
Zoe
know,
kick
you
some
know,
ass?
Chambers in there.
I don't think Zoe kicks any ass.
Yeah, she got a cute haircut, kind of.
Yeah.
A little bob.
You like
Kick-ass
that sort of
haircut.
thing.
Yeah.
I think Zoe kicks some ass.
I think they're wearing fucking pants and a white t-shirt, real dumpy and plain. Jill and Nemesis, you got
Yeah.
that little tank top.
Jill
Claire's
is-
got that biker jacket. It's the costume design.
Jill is always gonna be best girl.
Yeah.
Sorry, Hunnigan.
Clever
Yeah.
field for me.
But yeah, the girls in Mia and
Zoe.
Zoe?
See, forgettable, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Mia's
they are
taken.
dressed the same.
Yeah, that's real confusing.
They did it. They are wearing this.
But
But
even-
the same outfit.
Even the
That was
main
weird.
character, like you play
Ethan?
Ethan.
Yeah.
It's not because it's you.
It's less focused on the characters.
It's less focused on him and his design and
Yeah.
anything.
But I
So
like
it's like
that.
Yeah.
it's not even like I don't even know how you could do merchandise unless you did the enemies.
You make it a
Yeah, the
yourself,
enemy.
3D print yourself.
I think like the dad and shit, and like the fucking grandma on the chair. Those are
Oh, the
cool.
grandma in
That's
the
great
chair.
character design.
Yeah.
You're like, the girls in the game are just whatever.
Yeah, it's everyone's in
Yeah.
street clothes.
Yeah.
No one's like in the
Yeah.
special tactics and
Yeah,
rescue
everyone
squad.
should be sexier in the game.
Yeah. Maybe
Final
that's-
Fantasy, Final
More
Fantasy
sexy
15
girl.
got it right. Everyone, the guys have got their like
Yeah,
shirts
way
open,
sexy.
Yeah.
Way
chest.
sexy.
Cindy's there.
Yeah.
She's got her top zipped
Yeah.
down. Like, yeah, let's wash your car.
The
What
girls
else
in
you
Resident
need,
Evil
you know?
7, they're dumpy. They
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
make. They don't
They
arouse
complain. They're like,
me.
save me, give me the
Yeah.
They
vial.
don't
What about
make-
my dick?
I can't
Yeah.
get horny whatsoever.
She's missing a
when
tooth.
I
What
play
if
Yeah,
there's
this.
daddy's
Dead or
coming,
Alive?
daddy's coming. She says a lot.
Dead or Alive girls in Resident Evil 7. That makes sense, doesn't
Whoa,
it?
I would, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, you rescued
don't-
them.
You act like you know what you're talking about.
I
Yeah,
don't.
this
I've
game
heard what the fuck
sucks.
I'm saying.
I agree. All right, next call.
Please.
That was a good question.
Thanks,
That
guys.
was
Have
very
fun.
good.
Anyone else
Thanks,
beat it?
Trevs.
Oh, I beat it. Yeah.
Have you beaten it, Kevin?
We beat it.
You beat it in
yeah.
VR
We
too?
have, we have not beat it.
I'm gonna beat it real soon.
Who's next?
We will.
Some-
What about
it's a
Matt
game.
Monroe? That sounds like a guy in the 20s.
Good question.
Go to talk to Matt Monroe. He'll fix the game with Arnold Rothstein.
Here's Matty.
Going down to Matt Monroe in the pit.
Hey,
Let Matt talk.
hey. Okay, so I had a question. So there's a video, like it's an after show clip of you guys talking about food and candy. For some odd reason, I go back to it like once a month, and I was just wondering, has your top 3 candies changed in any way, or
What
is
did
there
I
any
say?
new
Well, I don't
candy?
know what I said, so
Yeah.
let's
Let's just
find
do
out.
it in
Okay.
Let's
Let's find out.
Yeah.
Top 3 candies. I'm going Reese's, Snickers, Skittles.
You know what? Skittles is my number 1.
Wow.
Hey, no hate, no hate,
Skills, man.
no
I
hate.
said
I
that
might
last
have to
night
do
out loud too.
Dots, Swedish Fish, and what would my number 3 be? I don't know. Nerds Rope, maybe.
Perfect food.
Okay.
Perfect food.
I don't know how that compares to before, but yeah,
Heath Bar,
nice,
number
good
1.
one.
Then we gotta go Swedish Fish,
Okay.
number
Okay.
2, and then number 3. Oh, it's tough. Maybe just like the M&Ms.
M&M's
Hey,
are classic.
I ain't hating. I ain't
Peanut?
hating. I would say peanut. That's me.
Peanut.
Peanut M&Ms are,
I
those
like
are
how
fucking
it's
good.
versatile. You can
Those are
change
good.
them up, but I'll just go original.
True that. True
No,
that.
original.
Okay.
I
okay.
love Sour Patch Kids. That is my number 1. I
Ooh,
love
okay.
Sour Patch Kids so
Okay.
much I can't even think of a 2 and 3.
Whoa.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Sour Patch Kids is way up. I do like tropical Skittles. That's a good flavor. Yeah.
I go like Skittles Gauntlet, like assorted Skittles flavors number 1. Then you got Haribo gummies.
Oh, gummies.
Whatever.
Okay, gummy bears
That's
is
number
number
2.
two, yeah.
And then third, I'm just gonna say dark chocolate.
You know,
Some with a nice 97%
Oh.
cacao.
You know, I'm gonna take
Like
off my third-
78 to 90% cacao.
What?
Yeah,
I'm
98.
sorry. I said M&M's. I'm gonna take that off the list. Maybe number 4. Weather's original.
Oh, fuck yeah,
Oh,
we're
grandpa
doing
candy.
it.
Moron.
Love that grandpa.
Absolutely.
That's good.
Moron. Oh, Moron.
Love that grandpa candy.
Right.
Right.
I would say Reese's peanut butter cups.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Kit Kats
Ooh.
and
okay.
peanut
Kats are
butter
good.
Twix.
Wow, chocolate.
Ooh,
all
Twix
the
are
way.
bomb.
Oh, Twix.
Twix are good.
If I'm choosing candy, like I love sour candies, but
Yes.
if it was like laid out on a buffet and I had to choose one, I would have to choose chocolate candies. I would go to that more.
That's
often
how I
than
am
anything
too.
else.
It's chocolatey shit that I
Yep.
crave the most. I
Yep.
like the fruity stuff,
Yep.
but
Like I
that's-
like Butterfingers. I like
got a
all,
sweet tooth.
all
Yeah.
of that. Like more
I
than
eat so much
gummy
candy.
bears or like I love gummy bears.
Yeah.
And
Gummy
I'll get
bears
a
are
10-pound
awesome.
bag at the store and it'll be gone in a month.
Yeah.
And it's not good.
Dum Dums are also.
oh,
I like
Yeah.
Dum-Dums.
Eric.
Gives you loose explosions.
Take 5 bar.
Oh, those are
good
$100
one.
bar. White chocolate. No, you know what? I was gonna say the cookies and cream Hershey's bar, but maybe that's like a number 4. I'm gonna say straight up Kit Kats.
Kit Kats.
Ooh, good.
Kevin.
This is tough.
Snickers.
Okay.
Nice.
Reese's.
Yeah.
Twix.
Chocolate boy.
That's a great trilogy right there. I'm with that.
Oh, God damn it. I'm
You
going to
need
have to
a
take
thing.
Swedish Fish off my list now and put Jelly Bellies up there.
Oh, I will say,
Damn.
in talking about M&Ms before, I'm sure I brought this up the last time we talked about candy.
Yeah.
But it was, fuck you and your family.
Oh, what?
Are you gonna do these?
Oh, wait.
Hold on.
Hey, that's
Jelly Bellies,
Can
those for you.
can I take a second and explain how fucking stupid the Bean Boozled trend is? I love jelly beans. I fucking love jelly beans.
all
Go for
bad.
it, Frank.
You
I eat
can
everything.
go. You can get a bag of jelly
Frank's
beans.
not even looking.
You can get a bag of jelly beans at 7-Eleven for 50 cents, or you can pay 10 times as much and get the Bean Boozled jelly beans and pay for the extra added bonus of they taste like shit and
Yeah.
or
Hey,
piss and vomit.
I don't know what it is about this package that we got. They're all the shitty fucking flavors.
I just
There's no good ones.
Frank is just eating
It's candy.
Jelly Bellies somehow figured out a
say no to
way to
candy.
get people.
Frank, how you doing?
They figured out a way to get people to pay extra money to eat
I got the
diarrhea flavored
toothpaste flavor.
candy.
It
Ugh.
tastes like fucking spoiled milk. Like
I know. They
I
nailed
want to
it.
say
Why?
kudos to them though, because they really did nail
I
the
don't know,
flavor.
but hey, Brian, you gotta ask Sean. That's on his top 3 right
Now
now.
who?
You like these?
Who-
Like toothpaste gummy
Whose
bears?
poor job was it to make sure? Oh, you know, it needed a little bit more rancid milk in this to make it real good.
Somebody
These are
got
probably all
paid
the
a
bad
lot of
jelly
money.
beans from the assembly line.
Yeah.
All right.
Remember, it started out as a Harry Potter tie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to
Fucking
say
J.K.
real
Rowling.
quick on the candy note.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just wanted to say, your family fucked me up
Oh no.
Oh.
because you taught me the dark arts. You and your dad showed me the dark arts of going to the store, buying M&Ms and like nuts,
Oh.
and just dumping those
Trail
together
mix.
and eating that while I play
no.
video games.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was bad. You showed me that, and it was like the scene in Sopranos. He tries heroin the first time. It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
like, oh no.
You know what fucked me up was mixing Skittles and M&Ms.
That's
Oh, yeah,
Derek.
that's Derek.
That's Derek. That's the
I wanna make sure
DCO.
you hit the video button.
Yeah. Sometimes I just
I
want
wanna-
to hang up.
I wanted to point out real quick. William on Twitter said, I think there was another obscure Rocky figure that has already come out. I think it might have been a con exclusive. They sold the meat.
Nice.
Oh, come on.
It
The
is
side of
literally-
beef.
It
Fuck
just says
that.
the meat.
You gotta punch the side of beef.
Andu.
And duty.
All
Oh.
right.
Goodbye, Andu.
Aidenowski.
Forever. Frank, how are you just eating these? It's
I
not, it's
like
not
candy.
candy.
It's
It's
candy.
not candy.
But have you come across any of the good ones, or are they all the shitty
Most
ones?
of them are good, yeah.
No.
He's getting all the good ones.
Yeah, I'm
Hello.
lucking out. I'm like, what is like jackpot?
All right, who are we talking
All right.
to, Derek?
This is this guy. What's up?
What up?
Hey,
Hey.
I had a question that I've been thinking of for a few weeks.
Cool.
Well,
I was gonna
can
ask
you
at a
hurry
panel, but I
up?
called
Is it
in.
superhero time?
Can you spit it out?
Yeah.
You have 10 seconds.
All right.
Okay, so when you guys started Mega64, is this where you think? Is this where you thought you guys were gonna be today? Did you have any goals that you guys set, and did you meet them?
Answer, I did not think this would be today. And my goal originally, and I swear this is true, was to make $10. So I did it.
$10.
That was it. I want to
That's
make
a
$10
low
off
ball.
the show, and I did that. Thank you.
You guys have been going, what, 13 years?
You know, when we
14 years?
started
That's
Mega64,
yeah.
we had goals. I had goals for Mega64, and we hit those goals. It was a goal of ours to get the show made, first of all, and then get it to a point where it could become a full-time job for us. And then we continued to have goals of putting out merchandise and getting incorporated, which is a goal that we accomplished last year, about 2 years ago. Now the goal is to hit 1 million subscribers, and I'm confident that we're going to do it because, you know, when you have goals, it's important to hit them.
That's
More to have goals, yeah.
So, yeah, to answer your question, we've had a lot of goals. We've hit a lot of them.
Once you hit them, you move the
yeah,
post
we have to
further.
keep adjusting them so that we don't
Always make it goal.
we don't want to rest on our laurels. We don't want to grow stagnant. We want to keep progressing forward.
Always move forward.
You know what? My goal was just to do some zombie makeup
Hell
in one
yeah.
of your videos.
You did it.
Nice.
You did that. You nailed it.
Good job. You're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Keep
that's
going.
what it was because
Mission
Yeah.
accomplished.
I was doing my own Halloween makeup, and then you guys came around, and a friend of ours was like, "Yo, check out their Mega64 like videos. They make these skits." I said, "Oh, damn! I do makeup. Let them know if they ever need any zombie makeup. That's my specialty. And then we did one in Cold Fear and keep setting the bar higher and higher and higher.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna try to do a movie feature for version 4 this summer.
Frank's eating these. I'm sorry. Frank's eating these. I smell like the barf. I can smell it like on his breath.
I can't get anything good. It's like all the stinky socks and shit.
Just to chime in, my biggest dream was if I could do this full time, or even if I made a fucking $1 a week, I'll make something work. Just the opportunity to do that. I really, I mean, that was my biggest dream, and I get to do it every day, and I don't take that for granted at all. I still am so grateful just at that. It sounds sappy, but honestly, I really do. I see a lot of content creators, whatever, I hate that name, but out there on YouTube who do it and kind of just never, you could tell they do take it for, it's oh yeah, well, a lot of people, there's a lot of people on YouTube doing this, and I'm doing this too, and it's you don't know how lucky you are, man. Especially some of the people out there set themselves up in a way that if YouTube changes something, their channel's gone, or they can't do anything anymore. But what I'm most grateful for is we found a way to do what we do without the necessarily leaning on one certain thing. If YouTube disappeared tomorrow, you guys are still here. We're gonna do something. We'll go. You know what I mean? So anyway.
Well, yeah, it's exactly what this guy's talking about. Yeah. It's important to have goals. A lot of those people have no goals.
Yeah,
they hit on something. They just ruin it.
No, really, I think that
but they don't define.
I don't even think they have an ambition. I think that they just want to do videos, but they don't know really what the end point is or why they're doing.
Yeah,
videos
I heard people. I heard people who make
going.
videos are famous, so I want to be that. And that's just it. And there isn't really a.
They just copied the
plan around
format of what other people are doing.
It's
Because I don't even think it was ever a goal for us necessarily to make a ton of money or this or that. It was the goal is version 1. The goal is version 2. The goal is put out Mega64 time. The goal is get Mega64 TV up and running. It's always these physical projects that were on our horizon.
But that's how I think that's the difference is we always treat it as physical. I don't know how to explain this quite. I hope this makes sense.
A product.
Physical products almost that we put out. Mega64 TV is a thing. Version 1, 2, 3, whatever is a thing. Mega64 Once Upon a Time is a thing. Not that these are literal, not that Mega64 TV isn't literally physical, but these are projects.
Even the
PPS versus being a YouTuber.
Yeah,
exactly.
I never just wanted to put things out and be look at my MySpace, I'm famous.
Actually,
that's not ever really
saying we want to hit 1 million subscribers is the first status goal we've ever had, really.
Sure.
It's the first time we've ever. Usually, our goals are we aim to create this, we aim to put on game days, we want to do this thing or make this thing.
Yeah.
But this is a goal where it's we want to, I guess, be recognized, reach this status quo.
Yeah, once in a while in 14 years, it's okay.
I think so. So there you go. What do you think about that?
Great. Yeah. So basically, you guys just have really reachable goals.
But we're always. Every so often. I mean, even right now, there's stuff that we wanted that we are still.
Are you
aiming for.
Are you looking for advice? Success
no,
tips?
I've been just going through the past podcasts, and I see there's a huge change from you guys since the audio podcast to now, and I'm on podcast 260 something, and
let me say that I'm glad that there's a change.
I just see.
You said that we set reachable goals, but I don't know that they're necessarily reachable goals. I think they're adjustable goals. Once it's achieved, it's not we're done.
Yeah.
It is just that's the hurdle. You cross that hurdle, and then you keep going. It's not you stop and go, well, we've done that.
Yeah.
We've set the easy goal and we've achieved it. Yeah. I think it's just a continued momentum kind of thing.
It's like a milestone.
Yeah. Exactly.
And don't get it confused. They're not even necessarily reachable goals. Hitting 1 million subscribers, maybe that'll happen, maybe it won't. But it's nice to have a roadmap.
Something to reach for.
At least you're going somewhere.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thanks for your call.
That was a good question.
Another goal I have is to get a Twitter hoodie.
Oh
yeah.
that ain't happening.
Yeah, good luck with that.
You know,
Already
we reached out to get the best panel at conventions, and I think
it's good. Yeah.
we've got that.
Yeah,
Like,
we got that.
we
Oh, this guy.
Hey,
yeah, I noticed
the motion's still.
Yeah!
What's up, guys?
That
Webcam.
motion's still there for the record. That guy.
Yeah.
Hey,
But he set it up this time.
let me say
Yeah.
that your call was maybe my favorite call of all time.
I think that
You
goes
guys
down
seemed
in
like you were
history.
having such a shit night too, so I was so happy to make you guys
Thank
a little bit
you.
happier.
You seriously made my night.
Did you feel embarrassed after our last call?
Oh, I showed it to all my fucking friends.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
My brother, he doesn't know who you guys are. He just knows you as like, and you guys are gonna hate this. He knows you as the "What are you buying, guys?" So it's like,
Yeah, that's a good name. Yeah.
I gotta show you this. I work with him, and I had him pull it up on his computer, and he was like, "This is the best fucking thing.
That's
This is the
great.
best thing."
Alright.
So that made my fucking week, like maybe my month.
Oh,
Nice.
good. Hey,
Yeah.
mine too.
Yeah.
Glad to help out.
I came home and I showed Jenny that clip. Like, it was that good. Yeah.
That's funny.
That's awesome.
Anyways, what's up, man?
I was just gonna, I guess, kind of bouncing off the last question. At what point in doing Mega64 did like it feel like something you could do for a really long time, or maybe forever?
Still doesn't fucking feel like that. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
It doesn't feel like it can go on forever. I mean, maybe it could, but do I want that? Do any of us want that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't. I still every day go. Is this gonna work out? Is still gonna be doing this? Okay.
Me personally, we were
I don't take it for granted.
successful for a long time before I finally accepted it as like, oh, okay, people like our videos. Like, it was only recently, seriously, within maybe the last 2 or 3 years, where I convinced myself that, all right, our videos are going to be around for a while. Like, it got to a point, honestly, doing Mega64 for the first 10 years, it was always this mentality of, if we stop today, in a month, it would be like we never started. It would all be washed off the internet. I kind of felt like that for a long time. Like, we always talked about, like, internet time is faster than regular time. If you go 2 weeks without making a video, that's like going 2 years, and people will just forget about you. And so for a long time, I had this mentality of like, yeah, if we stopped, it's just going to get washed away, kind of to the sands of time. But then after a while, I looked and it was like, you know, we have like over 500 videos. We have over 10 million views. We've worked with the CEO of every major video game company of our current era. I think it's safe to say that maybe we've carved out a little bit of a foothold.
You're in a museum.
We're in a museum.
Yeah, we're in the
I
video
forgot
game,
about
we're in
that.
the video game museum.
Oh fuck.
But you know
made
what?
it.
I still though
I can die now.
I still feel like, yeah, we've done it. We're gonna be here for a while. But then I look and I see, you know, people who are way bigger than us, and they seem like they're fading away. And I feel like, well, fuck, if that person could become so famous and now they're becoming irrelevant, yeah, we're one fucking bad video away from becoming irrelevant. So it's something that I still kind of wrestle with, but only within the last few years did I start feeling like, yeah, you know what? We're here to stay. We've made it.
You know what's something that I see happen,
Cockroaches of the internet.
and I feel like I feel like it's something that we are fortunate to have on our side. A trend is I always see when this. I'm gonna use a weird comparison here, but Weird Al.
Yeah.
Whenever he puts out albums, it's funny. Weird Al is always like Weird Al, and he puts out an album, and the response, Weird Al is back. Yeah, it's like he never goes away.
Tours
He's
constantly.
still around. Tours constantly, does shit constantly.
Yeah.
And then it's like, but Weird Al. And then he puts out an album. He's back. I always loved this guy. And then it'll go. It's just like, you know. Yeah. And I feel like we're in a position where our videos are just kind of odd enough that, you know, it's like, yeah, what's going on with Mega64? We put out a big video. These guys, yes. Yeah. 10 years I've loved these guys. All right, and then you put out another big video. Yes, they're back in business. Yeah, and it's like we've been back. I don't know. We've been back in business 1,000 times at this point.
I remember.
I get that reaction put in front of me a lot, and I'm just like, I'm still here making stuff every day. So I don't. Okay, cool. Thank you.
We would put out a video that was, you know, maybe a little broader than our previous, like, you know, 6 months of videos.
Sure.
And yeah, you'd see the comments like, these guys are still around?
Yeah,
it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, they're back, you know, whatever. I didn't mean to, I'm not in any way comparing us to Weird Al or anything. But it's just that kind of effect where it's a weird kind of fringe humor that just is, I don't know, it's like it pops up and you go, yeah, all right, and then when it pops up again, you think that again, and it's like we're always here. It's you know, I don't know. It's hard
I don't
to
think
explain.
I've ever considered us as like making it though. Like
I never feel
and
that.
I honestly feel like
not at all.
I get nervous before a panel every single time.
Yep,
that's good.
And not because I'm about to do a panel, it's because I
Yeah.
think there might be no one there. And that is
Absolutely.
that's a fear that I have
Absolutely.
every single panel.
Has that fear ever been matched? Like, where
Yeah.
it was like, all right, that was bad.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of one where I know there is. I know there is.
Definitely.
We've done a couple, but those are like smaller conventions, whatever. But I'm saying like the PAX East, like
Yeah.
that's usually our biggest panel, or
Yeah.
Anime
Yeah.
Expo is our biggest panel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Anime Expo was pretty empty.
There you go.
For
I wasn't
different
there.
reasons.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, we were having fun.
I'm
You
trying
know
to think,
what?
though, if
This
there was
is
one where
this
it was
is
like,
what
fuck,
it is
that
though.
was so
This is
bad.
this is the situation we find ourselves in. I don't know if you realize this, but we're medium-sized fish.
Yeah.
We're not big fish, and-
Exactly.
and we're not
Yeah.
small fish.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're in a small pond, and we're the biggest fucking fish there.
Right.
Yeah.
But sometimes we're in a big pond,
That's a good way to look at
and
it.
we are so tiny compared to
Right.
the other acts there. We're in a
Sure.
weird place. Sometimes it does seem like we're really famous and we're really successful.
Like, oh wow, look at us.
But
yeah.
other times it's we go places and it's like, oh, you guys aren't Epic Mealtime? Yeah, sorry, you're gonna have to wait in line.
Yeah,
for-
get the fuck out.
yeah, and it's like, you know, we are what we are.
That's true.
I think we, you know, I don't know. It's just weird to
the
what?
comment, you guys are real medium fish. Is,
real medium fish.
Real medium fish.
Yeah, but I'm really grateful. The one thing that I do, I agree with that. I never feel like I made. Yeah, man, I fucking made it. Yeah, I never feel that way ever. Every day I'm like, what do I have to do so I can keep doing this?
Yeah.
Like
I
that's it.
I think anybody who thinks that you can just make it is somebody who's working for a goal that they want to like eventually just have a stop at.
Yeah,
and
maybe.
that is when people fall away to obscurity, disappear, and nobody gives a shit about them because they're
Maybe
like,
so,
I'm
yeah.
done. So if you're every day like setting up a new like, okay, so I did this. Now that I know how to do all of this stuff,
Yeah.
I want to do something else.
Yeah.
Or I want to
Yeah.
keep pushing
But-
what I can do.
But what I was going to say, kind of, you reminded me of this, Derek, with what you were saying is the one thing, though, that now I am and can be proud of, because I try not to be too, I've definitely had, you know, you're caught up in your own thing. And a lot of time, at least for me, I do have to ego check myself sometimes where I'm caught up in my own thing and I think it's the biggest thing in the world. And I put it out and I go, this is just a stupid video. Why am I thinking that, you know, and I have to, you know, kind of take a step back and things like that. The one thing that I am proud of and I can plant my flag and say, I am proud of this no matter what, is the amount of time. Is that now we're
Longevity.
Yeah.
is now just like I saw how much like just the amount of our work and like how much we had done. It was doing Mega64 TV that I was like, man, there's days of shit to watch here. And I just thought, okay, that's something no one can take.
Right.
If nothing else,
Flip
that
side of the
is something
coin.
I can really hold on to and be like, look, we did something that had a longevity and you know.
I've had to justify our success to people on the other side of the coin.
Really?
Where I've had people kind of be like, yeah, you guys. Like, almost like it's not a real job. Like,
Yeah.
Sure.
you know,
Oh,
like
yeah,
I've talked
yeah.
to people about just like what it's like to run a business and own a business. And people are like, you make fucking YouTube videos. Like, you're not qualified to have that kind
Yeah,
of conversation.
yeah,
And I'd almost have to like stop with them and be like, yeah, I make YouTube videos. I mean, we've worked personally, like face to face with CEOs of like multi-billion-dollar companies.
Yep.
I don't know anybody else personally who has like spent a day working on a project other than the three of us with like Reggie from Nintendo.
Right.
Yeah.
And I would just have to stop that person and be like, so do you have any experiences like that? And then then they kind of realize like, oh, Mega64 is a successful thing.
Yeah. No, that-
And
but
then
it's also-
and then explaining that to them, I realized that too, like, yeah, we are fucking successful.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, like you-
stop shitting on me
That-
like I'm just some
But, you know,
stupid YouTuber.
Yeah.
We do like every day we sit down and we have a business conversation, not just like
Yeah.
oh what funny video. We have like business like things that we need to get done.
I
because
mean,
this is a business.
we're running merchandise. We're doing events all over the country all year long.
Right.
We're we run our own event. We do all kinds of shit. it's running a business. You know, I used to feel bad calling it that almost.
And we
because
put
it's
out
like,
8 to 12 videos a month.
Yeah,
which is,
I mean, it's just
a lot.
It's a lot of, you know, I used to feel bad. Go, yeah, it's a business. You know, people would, oh yeah, look at this. But like, no, that's not a question anymore.
I think about that a lot. How you three run this business, and it kind of fell in your lap because you guys started making videos in high school.
Yeah.
And then the videos got more and more advanced, and then we have brought other people in. The whole project has grown and grown and grown to where the business discussion had to be had every morning.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily what the three of you guys wanted to do.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, like sitting down and doing the business side of it is usually what kills, I think, a lot of groups.
Yeah, once they have to get serious and
once
butt
it's
heads.
like, okay, well, now we got to keep ourselves in the rent, and we have to make sure that the liability insurance is paid for. And there's a lot of people that go, let's not do these videos anymore. I throw my hands up with this. But you guys took that responsibility on.
We're good about it too, because there's a lot of people who are like, okay, this is a business, so let's find what bigger, you know, like let's start making shitty videos. Like, you know, I know groups that have like, they were really funny, but then they all just focused on like partnering up with some barbecue sauce company and like, we're going to make 100 videos about barbecue sauce because that's going to be good business. And it's like, well, all right, we were smart enough to never do that shit.
Yes.
Also, too, I was going to say on that note, I know a lot of other groups in similar situations are like us in a way, you know, that because of their lack of wanting to you know, I'm not going to say, oh, the poor guys didn't understand business. I didn't fucking understand business, and I fucking learned. And I read, and I got help from mentors on this shit. And, you know, my dad, I remember talking with my dad because he met an attorney. I asked to talk to the attorney because I didn't know about this or that and legal documents, and they helped me with stuff. You know, all kinds of stuff. The resources are out there if you need them. But I know people who, and signed their fucking business away. Like I don't want to name names, but there are people that I've seen who are really nice guys that we worked with before. Or, well, no, we haven't worked with. We wanted to maybe, but that I know who have
just know them.
Yeah. Everyone's gonna go, "Where's your teeth?" That's not what I'm talking about. Nobody you know. But anyway, people that I know personally who went through stuff and like, they basically own this and that. I didn't know that when I did this, and it's just like.
Well, I feel like there was a moment in our very early stages where we were almost bought out. Like, we didn't know what we were doing.
Well, the offers were there. You guys were smart enough
at
not
the
to
very
take them.
beginning, it was like, someone cares about this shit? And, like, we didn't understand anything. And thank God we didn't go further into that. Like, God.
So, to answer your question, I don't know. Looks like you definitely hit a nerve with that one. It's an ongoing battle. I think any creative person will always wonder, like, am I successful or do I actually suck? So I think that's something
I still don't know day to
every
day.
creative person
There's
will
a
do that.
comment that says, read all your contracts, kids. Yeah, do that, but also have a lawyer read your contracts because you don't know shit.
Idea what they're
Because that's what I learned is I can read it. It's gonna do jack shit for me.
Guess how many fellow video makers I found out didn't know what perpetuity meant?
Yep.
No, I am not joking.
That word specifically, man.
Specifically that word.
Yikes.
You could read a bunch of shit and go, oh, that's not so bad, and not know what perpetuity means. Doesn't mean anything anymore. Once you sign that thing, Aka forever. But anyway, no, I know people who've been fucked with it. But it's just stuff like that. Yeah. And honestly, like, there's a lot of shit that we've done that we've approached slowly, and it's kind of like, man, it took that long to get that going. But I'd rather have that. You know, as much as maybe we could improve that, I'd still rather have that than some of these other people I know who rushed into shit and hate. And honestly, there's people I know of right now in our position who have a similar thing, and they make videos and whatever, and fucking hate it. They hate it. They stream live and they hate it, and they don't even want to do it, and they, you know, and I don't know what, every day I don't know what I'm going to be doing. That's what I love, is I just, you know, it's like good or bad, there's some shit days, but I come in and it's like, I don't know what I'm going to be doing, and that's the challenge, and that's the adventure of it, is, you know, I might be editing till fucking sun comes up, or not, you know, maybe we'll go somewhere and it'll be really fun, you know, so I think it's,
There you go. Well, I have to go.
Say it.
Wow,
Great end to that.
How long were you just sitting on that?
Pierce that one.
Well, honestly, I was right before this guy. I remember it was this guy. I want to talk to this guy. Thinking it would be a quick call.
Aw.
It was not.
It was in depth.
It's 15
Sorry
minutes.
about
Not
that,
too
Sean.
bad.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
That's like the length of an
You
NFL
couldn't
blitz
even
game.
gracefully excuse yourself from the conversation.
No, that was it. I knew we were about to go into our tangent. I could feel it coming.
Well,
What?
I've been watching you
Go!
guys.
So
I gotta make the decision to leave.
later.
Anyway,
You guys dipping out?
hey, that was a great call. Gotta leave.
What do you think about that?
What?
What do you think about all that?
Oh, wait, everything you guys just said?
Yes.
Did you hear it?
I've been
Can you
watching.
recap it?
You guys just said that sometimes you have to remind yourself why what you do is valid, and I think that's important.
All right.
You get an A on your book
Okay.
report.
You didn't even listen to any of the shit we said. All right.
Sean, he wasted your time. I'm so
told you.
sorry.
All right. Well,
Sorry, Sean.
let's end it.
Yeah, let's end it.
Yeah.
Let's get the final
Alright,
goodbye.
let's take one super call.
The final goodbye. It's not going to be a call, just a goodbye from Dorks Walmart.
I don't want
Hey.
to like.
Hey, Dorks
Yo,
Walmart.
what up?
Hey.
Oh, I
All
like
right,
you.
hey, we're ending this. So, you want to just do like a final sign off, like a grand finale.
Oh, a grand finale?
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. You want me to?
Yes.
Do like
Okay.
a cool
The
finish.
answer to your question is always yes.
Yeah,
I do
whatever
flip
you
under
do.
bed,
Just-
whatever.
Just do it. Just do
Yeah,
whatever.
just do
Like
it.
an awesome finale, like a
Okay,
great
hold
ending.
on.
Just
Hold on
do
one
it.
second.
Okay.
Inside Out.
Inside Out, good movie.
Uh-oh.
It's got that
So
Grand
bed.
Budapest Hotel.
Okay.
Getting off
Grand
the
booty.
bed. Let's get some Ava
Do you
3.0
have
merch.
explicit reasons?
Okay.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Oh, shit, Citizen Kane, what's
no.
up?
He's going on a rampage.
Citizen Kane!
I gotta cut it. Cut it.
No!
I lost the cursor. Eric.